Ron DeSantis still struggling to get some kind of traction here in this primary as Donald Trump continues to stretch his lead or just continue to hold it that he had from the very beginning. And now that the second debate is on the horizon for one Ron DeSantis, he's adding one more because he needs as much camera time as possible when he's not actually speaking to anyone else. So now he's looking for two different debates, one on September 27th, the Republican primary debate, and also another against one Gavin Newsom from California, who's not running. Who knows? Polling shows DeSantis is not gaining any ground nationally, as I point out, so here it is. A CNN University of New Hampshire poll released last week showed that the governor's dropping 13 points in the critical early state of New Hampshire. He's now behind Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley and Chris Christie, who's on a scorched earth tour against Donald Trump, which I guess is working a little bit, more so than Ron DeSantis' I'm a little Trump reproach he's got. So the problem is, calm down. He wasn't focusing so much on New Hampshire. He was actually focusing a lot in Iowa because another big early state there. But it's not working there for him either because Trump's still beating him by 24 to 37 points in Iowa. And that's still not happening for him. So his campaign may finally be seeing some other way to go about this. That's when they're bringing up this whole thing with the second debate. So a memo sent from the DeSantis campaign to donors on Saturday suggests that this is going to be a good opportunity for him. This is what the memo went on to say. DeSantis is the only candidate that can beat both Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And we're the only campaign built for the long haul in terms of resources and organization. That's what his campaign manager, James Uthmeyer, wrote in that memo. So pause for a second. This is for the presidency. The reasons why that he should continue on, or reason why he has so much more support, is not because his policies resonate with the American people, that he has this, he's building momentum and people actually like him if they get a chance to actually meet him. And as soon as he spreads his campaign across the country, it's gonna go catch on like wildfire. It's because he's got resources. Because he's got money is why we should vote for a guy for president. Does that sound like a working democracy to you guys? This guy should be president because he's got money. Okay, Othmeyer goes on to claim that Trump has a disastrous stretch, citing Trump's appearance early this month at an Iowa versus Iowa State college football game, where it appeared some of the crowd were giving Trump the middle finger. I think that could happen in a lot of places. To a September 16th interview on NBC News, where he said he'd be open to a compromise with Democrats on federal abortion restrictions. Oh my God. Thoughts on this whole thing? Is this working? Is this gonna work for DeSantis, Trae?
No, I mean, I don't think, I feel like he's dead in the water, dude. I don't think anything's going to work for DeSantis. I feel like misled by all that because before we really got to the actual like campaigning and all that for 2024, like it was this narrative. It's like, oh, it's going to be Trump versus DeSantis. Trump, we always said for years, wait till the next wave comes through of like Trump acolytes who are actually like, someone who have brains that work, have some degree of competency. Like that's when we're really going to be in trouble. And then in COVID with Florida and everything they did down there, it was like, this is him. He's here. This is that guy, Ron DeSantis. This is their next guy. And it was like billed as this like upcoming heavyweight fight. And I was kind of looking forward to watching them go at each other. But, like Trump just swept him off the stage immediately. And it's just been one humiliation after another for DeSantis ever since. It's like people thought they heard like, oh, there's some good lunacy going on down there in Florida with all the COVID stuff and all that. I like what that guy's about. Then he got out in front of him and started talking and like bobbling his head around and all this weird non-human type stuff he does. And they were like, oh, well, never mind. This is the guy. Forget that. Like, so. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out for him necessarily, but I'm fine with that.
It was, yeah, exactly. I actually thought he was gonna do better, and I was a little concerned that we'd have to deal with Ron DeSantis. But yeah, still, right. No matter what, we're dealing with one of these two lunatics.
Yes, right, and that is, but I don't. That's the thing. Also, like you said, like he's been going after, like he has been somehow making Trump look like kind of good. Don't get me wrong. I can't stand Donald Trump. I'm saying that's how bad Ron DeSantis is like he has somehow managed to make Trump look somewhat sane in some of these instances. Like DeSantis made that video about how much he hates trans people, and it included this montage of Trump being like, "We will protect our trans Americans, and we support our gay, whatever." Like, and it made Trump look kind of all right. And then like now he's like, "Yeah, Trump said he would work with the Democrats against abortion," which is like a thing that most people hate, right? So it's like, and then Trump is always saying like, I'm not going to go after Social Security and all these things. That's what these other guys are saying. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I just didn't think it was possible for someone to somehow like make Trump look generally all right through virtue of just how terrible they are. But Ron DeSantis is somehow pulling it off. But like I said, dude, Trump still existential crisis. Don't misunderstand me.
100%.
That's just how bad DeSantis is.
Yeah, every time they point out something he's doing that's so unconservative or un-Republican, we're like, oh, you mean he actually cares about one thing?
Yeah, right.
Because he sees that, which also shows how Donald Trump is. He'll go whichever way that'll help him in any of those small instances. We talked about the gun control talk even earlier.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.